Wait, what? I'm in darkness. What's happening? What? Get me out. Get me out. Get me out. Okay. There's. Where's that chanting coming from? There's demons. 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 It's just Sidney Powell. It's just Sidney Powell, guys. It's okay. It's just Sidney Powell. And me not putting my glasses on, right? Me not putting my sunglasses on my face inside. That's not what douchebags do. Okay, this is horrifying. Like usual. Sidney Powell, I guess, pleaded guilty to some charges. That happened. It definitely, you know, it, makes my dick hard. Okay, wait, hold on, wait. Hold on. Hey, oh my god, this would be such a great emote. Oh, wait. Oh my god. Oh god. Literally. Dude, she's so terrifying, man. She is terrifying. We got footage of things, and it involves Sidney Powell, and I want to watch it.
All right, Ms. Powell, I just have a few questions for you. Do you understand the nature of the charges that have been reaccused and that you would be pleading guilty to today?
I do, sir.
And you've heard all the rights that the state has gone through that you would waive by going forward with this plea. Do you still wish to waive those rights?
I do.
And are you pleading guilty today because you agree that there is a sufficient factual basis, that there are enough facts that support this plea of guilty?
I did.
Mr. Rafferty, are you satisfied your client is competent in understanding that the plea is voluntary and that there is a sufficient factual basis for entering this plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
I agree and find that there is a sufficient factual basis, and I find this plea of guilty to be knowingly, voluntarily, and intelligently entered. There's been a request that this sentence be entered under the First Offender Act, and the court will approve that request, withhold adjudication. But I must notify you, Ms. Powell, that you are not allowed to withdraw your plea simply because you do not comply with the terms of the sentence. And the terms of that sentence would be as recommended by the parties. On count 1, conspiracy to commit intentional interference with the performance of election duties, the sentence would be 12 months probation. And counts 2 through 6 would also be 12 months probation consecutive to each other and to count 1 for a total term of essentially 6 years probation, but we're going to translate that into months for the sentence sheet. Special conditions would include a $6,000 fine with $1,000 for each count. Restitution to be paid in the amount of $2,700 to the Georgia Secretary of State's office. You are to have written a letter, which you've already satisfied. You're also to provide a recorded proffer with the state, which you've already satisfied. You're to testify truthfully against any and all co-defendants in this matter at any upcoming proceedings. You are not to have any communication with any witness, any co-defendant, or any member of the media concerning the facts or circumstances of this case. And you're to provide all documents to the district attorney's office as requested and relevant to this case. Again, Ms. Young, I would ask if you could provide the state's recitation of the exact phrasing of these, and we'll make sure that's reflected in the final disposition form. In order to make this sentence consistent with Mr. Hall, I do believe it would be appropriate, and I'm willing to include the language involving moral turpitude.
Yada, 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 yada. We got her! We got her. But not as great as I hoped. 6 years of probation and $6,000, $1,000 per fine, or $1,000 fine per charge. That's not. It's
This is small. This is tiny ass bitch shit. Okay. There's no definition. There's nothing here. There's like a little bump. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing there. It's like little bitch shit. Okay.
It's not really that impressive. I don't agree with the sentencing. Maybe a year in prison per charge. I would be satisfied with that. That'd be nice, you know, but you know, we live in America.
Just remind us what she is pleading guilty to. Ellie Honig, our senior legal analyst, is here as well. Caitlin, what was Sidney Powell accused of that she just admitted to doing?
Well, John and Kate, there are two parts to what she is admitting here as part of this misdemeanor plea deal that comes with quite a lot of stipulations, including her having to testify at future trials against people like Donald Trump. Those parts are essentially that she previously had been accused in this case as taking part of the racketeering conspiracy. So that's very likely something that she would be testifying to. But what she's pleading guilty here in this case in Fulton County, Georgia, is related to Coffee County.
First of all, that is pretty based. Okay, so like that didn't fully process. If she's called to be like, hey, you gotta testify against Trump, she has to now. She has to now. So that's pretty dope. Write an apology letter though. It's laughable. I'm sorry that I tried to circumvent your right to a free and fair election and to a functioning democracy. I'm really sorry about that. It's kind of
This is small. This is tiny ass bitch shit.
It's kind of tiny ass bitch shit.
Where there were voting machines and she was accused of being part of a group of people that were hacking them. So this is a misdemeanor deal. It is not her pleading guilty to the specific felony charges that she was charged with, but she is admitting to taking part in that portion of what had happened there in Coffee County. Very likely will be speaking in a way where her words can be used against those other defendants accused of the hacking conspiracy in Coffee County, trying to get access to that voting system there. But also, she is part of a much bigger conspiracy case, the racketeering case against Donald Trump and others, which accuses her of being part of the top echelon of lawyers around Donald Trump.
Here's the thing that okay, so I do feel like, okay, so how should I say this? It's amazing to me, okay, that for years they were trying, like ever since the 2020 election, they've been trying to be like, well, you see, what happened was that the demon rats tried to, do sneaky stealth spy stuff with these mail-in ballots. And there was a lot of like weird computational errors when it came down to the in-person voting with the computers and stuff, and something Jews. I mean, there's a lot of saucy stuff that was happening, and yet then you got, that was the wrong one. Then you got Sidney Powell basically being like, hey, yeah, so everything that we've been accusing liberals and the left of doing, yeah, I took part in doing that, but for like my side, I was instrumental to that. I did that. The liberals didn't, because if the liberals did, they would be sitting here, not me. And I did it. I'm pleading guilty to all of these charges. And yet, like, there's a part of me that's still kind of like if I was a conservative, as sad as it sounds, like my first thought would be like, that's a clone. Nope, that's not the real Sydney. That's not the real Kraken. That's not the real Kraken. That's a squid. That is a genetically disordered squid, not the Kraken. That's a failed Illuminati clone. It is a byproduct of a Kabbalah conspiracy. I didn't say Jew. I said Kabbalah. It's just a different thing somehow. And there's this cabal at the top that is, just libtards. Yeah, they'll say anything. There's a part of me that does not have hope with this. There's still going to be a huge portion of the conservative base that's still going to be like, yeah, no, this is fake news. But like, as you saw, like how could you say That's not the right shit. This isn't. It's not gonna go anywhere. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. But apparently Trump might be like, you know, freaking the fuck out. Cats, shut up. Shut up, horny fucking bitch.
Well, folks, as we all know, Sidney Powell flipped on Donald Trump last week on Thursday, agreeing to take a plea deal where she will not be serving any prison time and will testify truthfully and honestly and without exercising her Fifth Amendment right against any and all co-defendants that she is required to testify against. Now that
I'm really trying to focus, but my fucking cat won't shut the fuck up. I'm about to chuck her across a football field.
And will testify truthfully and honestly and without exercising her Fifth Amendment right against any and all co-defendants that she is required to testify against. Now that happened Thursday. Then on Friday, Kenneth Chesebro, another former Trump lawyer, took a similar plea deal. And Donald Trump was quiet. He didn't say anything Thursday about Powell, didn't say anything Friday about Chesebro, didn't say anything Saturday. And then yesterday, Sunday morning, Donald Trump apparently had had enough and decided to let everybody know that Sidney Powell, she's a great woman, but she was actually never his lawyer, so why is everybody getting all worked up?
Oh yeah, but that's fucking insane to me.
She was actually never my lawyer. She was never on my team. I don't even know this woman. I don't know who she is. If the glove don't fit, then you're full of shit. I'm going down the O.J. Simpson route.
That's wild. Literally, I don't know her.
Sidney Powell was one of millions and millions of people who thought, and in ever-increasing numbers still think, correct.
That's Trump, dude, just give up. Just give up, dude. It's just ever-increasing numbers, bro. That's
ever-increasing numbers.
It's a lie. That's pretty wild stuff.
And in ever-increasing numbers still think, correctly, that the 2020 presidential election was rigged and stolen, and our country is being absolutely destroyed because of it. Can somebody please tell that man how to spell the word stolen? One L, not two. Despite the fake news reports to the contrary, and without even reaching out to ask the Trump campaign, Miss Powell was not my attorney and never was. In fact, she would have been conflicted. Miss Powell did a valiant job of representing a very unfairly treated and governmentally abused General Michael Flynn, but to no avail, yada yada, Michael Flynn crap. So there you have it. I mean, Sidney Powell was never his lawyer. So what are you going to do, prosecution? Well, I assume you're going to pull up this tweet from Donald Trump from November 14th of the year 2020 that simply says, I look forward to Mayor Giuliani spearheading the legal effort to defend our right to free and fair elections. Rudy Giuliani, Joseph DeGenovia, Victoria Tonsing, Sidney Powell, and Jenna Ellis, a truly great team added to our other wonderful lawyers and representatives.
Fucked. You're fucked.
Team added to our other wonderful lawyers and representatives. Huh. So, I mean, here it is. This is the tweet. November 14th of the year 2020, Donald Trump announced to the world that Sidney Powell was, in fact, a part of his legal team. But yesterday, he says she was never his lawyer. Never, ever, ever. Yeah, she just believed the election was stolen. Yeah, that tweet is going to come back to haunt you, bud, because that...
You horny bitch! Shush!
Because that will be shown in court. Because you can't make one claim that, hey, I never hired her, after you've already publicly declared, I hired her. See, that's kind of how that goes. How are you going to reconcile that? You better have a good defense, because that is absolutely going to be used against you.
My Twitter was hacked. My Twitter, it was hacked. The Illuminati and the Jews, they took control of my Twitter account, and they tried to Jewify it.
Like he's gonna say something crazy, bro. I really hope that he does come up with an excuse. I hope he really tries to like finagle his way out of this to just show how absolutely insane he is. He's already really showing signs of cognitive decline, very similar, and I would argue worse, than the conservatives say about Joe Biden. So I cannot wait to hear what his defense is.
Let's assume that the prosecution walks into that courtroom and says, okay, she was never your lawyer. We believe you. She was never your lawyer. So why were you taking her legal advice? Why was she in those Oval Office meetings? She wasn't your lawyer. She had no right to be there. And if she wasn't your lawyer, then you actually can't make the advice of counsel argument because she wasn't your lawyer. So you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't now by making this idiotic statement.
Ooh. Suck something phallic shaped. I must be tired today. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I thought I had, you know what? I thought I had something, but this is pretty cut and dry. He's fucked.